What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through politics and jump and dive throughout the relationship so you don't drown too. As always, I am just a man just trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common.
Is that man still in there? It's a man in that last stall. He just peeked out when I walked in. I'm trying to see if he came out, like if he got a child with him or something.
Who the fuck put all of these goddamn ad libs or whatever the fuck this is with all of these extra ass sounds? Like, are you so fucking brain rotted? Do you have so much ADHD that you need to spam the fucking audio track with this nonsense? Like, I love me some brain rot shit from time to time. A couple of years back, I was trying to connect with this young kid, and I wanted to look for something that we could both connect on, right? Because I didn't want him to see me as like not trying to talk to him or be mean, because I knew what that was kind of like as a kid. And I ended up looking at this shit called Skibbity Toilet, like just when it started, and I was like, oh, this shit looks stupid. 30 videos in, I'm like, oh, this is the new Star Wars, right? And he was like, yo, bro, this is brain rot. Ew, I don't like this. I was like, I understand. I kept looking at it, right? I understand the noises, the memes and all of this shit, but who the fuck did that? Why would you do that? Especially with a serious situation like this. Why would you do that? Little things like that just irk the fuck out of me. It's non-stop. It's fucking non-stop. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to focus on a video and it's just the fucking noise the video's less than 40 seconds and I wasn't able to focus on the video and I'm looking right at it because of all of the fucking sound blasting in my ear. The random fucking brain slot. Brain rot. Just fuck. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Hold on. Let's turn the audio off on us. I know what happened, but I need to look at it a little bit better. All right, so we got a black woman there. I know the black woman from the toner. It's crazy. I know it's a black or melanated woman, pretty, but I think it's a black woman, right? I think it's a black American woman. And by the underhand of her fucking, hand, her palm and the nails. We don't even wear the same type of nails. Okay, I like this. Two women looking out for each other. Okay, third woman pops in. That's a third woman, right? That's a third woman. Okay. That's crazy. And we also know that's a black that might be a mix. No, I don't know. I can never really tell. All little kids look like chubby crackheads, especially when they start dancing. Shout out to my little chubby crackheads. Damn, that's a whole damn. And you know what? That's how you have to do sometimes. I think that this was actually much better. There was no men in sight, and that guy's probably very lucky. That guy is extremely lucky that there were no men on site. I mean, granted, this is 2026, right? I think it would be very hard, and this is actually what scares me, right? For most people, right? You don't wake up thinking that today is going to be the day you get into a physical altercation or you put hands on someone, right? I would think that the average person doesn't think this. I think the average person looks at videos like this and they say things like, oh, I would handle myself better. But here's the thing. Let's say if this is your child in the bathroom and this guy's in there, right? And you can be a well-behaved individual. You can be somebody who holds yourself properly and, you don't lash out violently, and you play within what is acceptable in society, right? And this is not just and then you'll come across somebody who, for example, will do something disrespectful, right? Now the problem is you have savages who anything and everything is disrespectful. And then you have normal people who, like, there are certain lines you do not cross. One of them will be family or kids, right? I've already said this. I don't have kids. But if I knew a little kid and somebody was in the fucking bathroom with that little kid that don't belong there, right? I could see myself violently lashing out at them, especially if they're trying to blow me off, right? Or they're being nonchalant around other people. Like, say, for example, in this situation, you have a bunch of women who, again, they're doing their best. And the guy is extremely lucky, like I said, that there are no men around, because this is not just a black American or a white American thing. And I'm including white Americans in this too, because I've seen white Americans get down when it comes down to protecting children. Right on. Right the fuck on. Right? Righteous anger is acceptable. What the fuck was he doing? He doesn't explain himself. Like, and being the type of person I am, right? I would always be thinking outside the box. And my only thing I can think is the male bathroom was fucking closed and this man got caught. Right? I'm always thinking about ways that, maybe this was, wrong in a sense and just looks real bad. Right? But the way that he's walking out, as though he's being done wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking weird. It's weird. It's weird. Let's look at some of these comments. Can't help but notice it's not a trans person or a drag queen. My man, you are a fucking furry. Shut up. You are a fucking furry. You are degenerate. Holding out for Lauren Bobert's OnlyFans. Again, I've always found it funny when you have degenerates trying to dunk on people and you can clearly tell that they're degenerate. It's like, oh, you think because you probably have a take that everybody else is agreeing with and you agree with it at the moment, I'm going to agree with you? Like, be gone, you fucking, you pervert. Anyway, well, no, not even a pervert. You're a degenerate. There's a big difference. I'm perverted. Normal people are perverted. Who don't like who don't like tickling their pickle, right? Or getting hurt for a squirt. No one minds that. But when you can't control yourself and you're just going, yeah, anyway. Let's make this guy famous and find out who he is. It's fucking weird. Another white testing the boundaries of his... Bro, no. Come on now. This guy deserves to be locked in forever. There are zero good reasons to be hiding in a girl's bathroom. That's another thing. Why was he in the girl's bathroom? The man said absolutely fucking nothing. So in my head, I'm thinking that he's in the bathroom because he's doing something he absolutely shouldn't be doing. We've all been in... Listen, I would say this. We've all been in situations in which we've been in the opposite bathroom. In fact, I would never want to go in the female's bathroom again. Because some lady, you would think that the female... Okay, I've been in a female's bathroom before. It smells nice. But some women, dog, are just... The way that they leave the fucking bathroom, you would have thought that you were in middle school. Some of the shit that I've seen in a female's bathroom, because, again... let's say there's only 3 bathrooms, right? No, there's a boy and a girl bathroom in a single bathroom, right? And the boy bathroom is close, so everybody got to use the female's bathroom, right? And there's only been females in there, right? Only been females in there, and you just see shit in there that you just like. You ever saw? Was it the Nutty Professor or what Dr. Doolittle? Was it Dr. Doolittle? Or was it Nutty Professor? Where Eddie Murphy was in the bathroom. And the kid said, he was like, I did it. And he just used the bathroom. He goes in the bathroom and he sees shit on the walls. And then he's starting to look up and there's shit on the ceiling. He's like, how did it get on the ceiling? But we've all been, I would say for the most part, everybody, females have been in females take over bathrooms when they want to, right? Again, females have been in male bathrooms, males have been in females' bathrooms. What you do is you make sure that everyone is aware you are in the bathroom, right? So that you can have the proper space. And so that this doesn't become a fucking problem. This is crazy. This is actually fucking crazy. Look at this. Another Republican pedophile, not a trans woman. 178 likes just to make up shit. I guarantee you, somebody can pull up a compilation of non-identifying or trans individuals doing this type of shit and thinking that it's normal. Why can't it just be stupid, dangerous people doing stupid, dangerous things and we blame those people instead of doing the blanket statements? Or we're just trying to get political brownie points? Why can't we do that? I would have dragged this fucking piece of shit out by his neck. Yeah, I guarantee you if there were. So let me tell you what would have happened, right? One guy would have been trying to hold it down or whatever like this in a situation to get him up on out of there. He probably would have did it a lot more forcefully, right? Not put hands on him, but he would have probably had a much more aggressive stance to getting the guy out. Then there probably would have been another guy that popped up. Now they're getting a little bit louder and more aggressive. I think by the third person, I'm specifically talking about white people or any other fucking group at that point, right? Right? Don't get me wrong. There are some unique white people with certain properties that it would only take one, but not very often, right? By the time that there's 3 white people there, now they're probably going to put hands on a guy. It probably would take 1 or 2 black people that already stomping the guy out. And one dude's doing it just because it's fun to do at the moment. He's getting his workout in, which I hate that about my people, right? Now, I can't speak about, Africans or Caribbeans or whatever like that. I think Caribbeans are a little bit more on it too. Africans, I'm not exactly sure. But again, when it comes down to it, it's not perfect, but it works. Shit, right? It's not perfect. I'm not saying that system's perfect, right? Just beating the shit out of people, right? But if you cannot explain yourself right the fuck now, and you mean mugging all of the girls when they exposed you for that shit, oh yeah, we're gonna see you outside the building. But, I mean, again, and this is what I'm saying before I leave this video. This is what terrifies me, right? Is you have normal individuals, right, who they don't have to be violent individuals, but there is a time and a place to get active. When it comes down to protecting children, you get active. That's what men do, right? The women held it down, right? But before it gets, man, listen, if this guy would have been asked some questions and would have said something stupid and gotten beaten up, oh well. Oh well. I hope that they find out who this person is. FBA Dynamo says, white people are sick as hell, yet they played it. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. They're just race relations are so fucking terrible right now. It is what it is. Until people realize that this is the way that it's going, because we're so down each other's throat over nothing. Like, the people who are going to be racist are going to be racist. The people who are fighting for political points are going to fight for political cookies, right? That's just what they do. You're just puppets. Realistically, I'm not sitting there saying ignore the enemy in front of you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm sitting here saying at the end of the level, there's a boss you got to fight. That's what I'm saying. Be aware that there are bosses you gotta, and it's not just one boss, it's a whole ass game, and you on the first level. I'll catch you guys next time. Exactly my point. These sick men don't and do not need to dress up as women and break into the woman's room. They will do it anyway. They don't bother to even go to the work of getting dressed up, so leave trans people alone. No. Catch you guys later.